Welcome to Business Zone with Dr. Charles Eromosele.
Hello there. This is Dr. Charles Romosele welcoming you to another episode of Business Zone. Today's really going to be an amazing section because it is all about the growth of your business. Now, no matter whatever you do, one of the most important things that every business person, every corporate head, every organizational or departmental, executive would always want is growth for their business. In other words, people want more customers, not just more customers, people want more profit. They want to be able to grow their profits, astronomically, or exponentially over a period of time. But guess what? In the midst of it all, there's one very important thing that every business must never play down on, and that is what we call business visibility. Very important. There is nothing, if your business is not visible, no matter how good your products are, no matter how good your services are, you are going to experience no or low patronage. Simple. Now, one of the most important things that I always fight with when I get into when I'm being invited to a business to check how can I help them to get their marketing right, or how can I be able to help them get the organizational corporate structure right. One of the first things I always notice is that there is poor attention given to marketing. Now, why do I say that? The essence you are in business in the first place is to be able to attract the patronage of customers or clients or people out there. So if they are not seeing what you are selling consistently or what you're offering consistently, how will they patronize? How are they going to patronize you? So one very key thing that you must understand is that business visibility is one of the most critical areas for the success in any business. It doesn't matter whether it's a small business or whether it's a big business. You must build visibility. So what are some of the problems we have? One of the major problems that people have is that they complicate the process of marketing. So you see that some people just believe, until we do it this way, until we do it that way, or at the end of the day, copycats. People just want to copy what other people are doing. Okay, now you know that you have competition. So you want to go copy what your competition is doing and come and apply it without really understanding the dynamics around why they chose that model. Because there are different models that you must use. Different client or different customer segment requires different attention getters or different marketing modes or mediums for you to actually get to reach out to them. Okay? So one of the things a lot of people, listen to me right now, one of the things you're guilty of is that you have complicated the process of marketing. And first of all, the complication is not just physical, sometimes it is psychological. Like I was talking with someone a while ago, and then, this business head, quite a big organization, the problem that they actually have is that, they've been able to tell themselves, no, it's not going to work in this particular geographical region. And I began to tell them, no, it's not true. Before you say something doesn't work, you must be able to test it out. That's actually why several organizations have what referred to as R&D, research and development. Because until you have data enough to qualify that this doesn't work, you just may be wrong. As a business consultant for the past 12, 15 years, one of the things I've seen people leave very good business because they had wrong judgment. Someone say, oh no, it's not moving, it's the government. Someone say, no, it's not moving, it's the geographical region. Someone say it's not moving, because competitor A is doing A, B, C and all that. A lot of times you need data. This is actually why I always flog that issue. You need a business analyst or a business consultant that can have an overview of your business and tell you the things you need in terms of maybe corporate advantage, that can give you corporate advantage, competitive edge and all that. But going back to what we're talking about, marketing is actually very critical. So if there's one department you must never play with, especially as a business head listening to me right now, it is your marketing unit. Now, I want to talk about some mistakes we make before I actually talk about some of the things I actually want to hit. Another mistake we make at the end of the day also is that we have a bunch of team that we have within our marketing segments also that have not actually seen marketing from a viewpoint of excitement. So let me put it like this. If you are into the sale of a particular product or services, you will notice that any business you do with any form of excitement always has a way of becoming more attractive. The job of a marketer is one that must be done with excitement. Now, this is actually one of some of the things we actually get to teach some people that actually come for our seminars. You must enjoy what you do. Yes, the truth of the matter. Now, this is the danger. If you don't enjoy what you do, it is going to be financially driven, and you are never going to be creative and innovative in terms of product development or your product line and certain things that are very critical to business growth. Why is this very important? This brings me to another very important thing. Remember, these are just summarized sections for you to be able to take home something that can help your business grow. But if you were wise, like people that actually listen to the past the past segment that we have. By the way, I'm actually so very grateful. We never really expected the number of attention we got by that video going out. We're really so grateful. Please, if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you are doing that now. Subscribe right now while I talk. Just look at the subscribe button, click on it, and like the video. And then there's this bell icon that is there. Click on it so that whenever there's a new video, you can actually be one of the first that gets to know about it. Now, let me get back to what I'm saying. So guess what? You must do it with a sense of excitement. Happy business owners create happy customers. Because if you don't do that, take note, one of the things that will always psychologically or referred to as psychosocially happen to you is that you're going to discover that because you are so financially driven in your business, you are going to find a way to, that excitement is not there, the creativity is not there, the innovativeness is not there. And you must always remember there are no permanent customers, there are no permanent clients. The day the person you think has customer loyalty or that is loyal to the patronage of your products and your service, the day they see a better option, they are going to leave. And you must always have this at the back of your mind, whether it's real or it's not real. Always remember that there's somebody trying to do what you are doing in a better way, in a better form, and with better offers. So you must learn to improve your services every now and then. That reminds me, there's a meeting we're going to be doing talking about customer attraction. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be, I think it's going to be for on Friday. I'm not too sure now, but I think we're going to, it's scrolling on your screen right now. So make sure you get to register for that course if you're interested in customer attraction. In other words, everything you need to know to be able to attract customers. So we're also going to expatiate on majority of what I'm talking right now with regards building business visibility for your business. So going back to what I'm saying, so happy business owners or happy marketing teams create happy customers. Remember, there's this psychological effect. You may not know it. It just looks like, if you remember your science days, there's this thing they have about animals called pheromones, where there's always this attractability between one particular species of an animal and another one based on the pheromones. So what am I trying to say? Bringing that into business terms, you need to be everything that can help you or aid you to attract your clients or your type of clients and your type of customers. Please, you need to ensure that you give primary attention to each and every of those things, okay? Now, flogging the issue of visibility. Now, let's take this quick break to just run this next advert and then we'll be back. Now, welcome back. Now, talking about business visibility, how you can build visibility for your business. Now, the first step that you must do is simplify your business visibility model. We call it the BVM. Very, very important system that we actually have. We have a chart. We have a full-scale strategy plan for your BVM. So one of the things that you need to be able to do when we talk about that is that find out what is the best way you can reach out to your ideal type of customers and clients that are prospects right now, or leads basically. So one of the first things that you must do when I say simplify is that what works for you. Because in a world right now where we get to business schools or you get different people saying different things, people trying to say, okay, no, this is the way to do it, because this order is working for this other business. It may never work like that. Localize your system. For some of you, you must localize your visibility. For example, there was this time, I was doing something for a particular organization in the north, and then we were supposedly going to market to people that are alahajis, or people, that are within a particular sector. And I told them the first thing you need to do is that you must understand that you must speak their language. Not speak their language in terms of, when I say speak their language, I'm talking in terms of the cultural dimension of that place. You must be able to, that is what we use when you talk about audience, knowing your audience. Know them, how would they want you to reach out to them? So in other words, everyone with Queen's English had to be told to break it down, water it down, simplify it in a way that they would understand. Because by the time you go with ambiguous terms, or you go with terms that are a little bit complicated, guess what? They are going to give you attention, but they are not going to get comprehension. So one of the first things you want to do is to narrow down, simplify the words, simplify the culture. And one of the ways we simplify the way we actually approach that particular sector or that particular village is that we decided that we are going to dress down. So in other words, there are places you can dress like this and then you'll be heard. We call it making an executive presence. But there are certain places that I will go and market right now, depending on my type of client, and I'm not going to dress like this. So dress in a way that suits the particular audience you're trying to reach out to. Now that has to do if it's a physical meeting. Now, if it's a virtual form, you need to understand the particular business segment or the particular business dimension that you are actually reaching out to. Now, in business, let me try and break some of these terms down to you. That's what we refer to as B2B and B2C. Now, there are certain businesses that are actually wired to reach directly to customers, whereas there are businesses that are wired to reach directly to businesses that reach directly to customers. So, but let me. I'm going to talk about that in another segment. But what was I trying to bring out of that system? There's something we have taught for years called multi-component system of business. So in other words, you must understand that the business that sells in area A may not sell in area B the same way. So you must learn how to build a multi-component visibility model that can fit each kind of, each particular segment or each particular dimension for that business.
Thank you for watching BizNet Zone with Dr. Charles Eromosele. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more impactful videos. If this impacted you in any way or you want more information or engagement with Dr. Charles, simply visit biznetzone.com.ng/TV. You can also get books by Dr. Charles on linktr.ee/charleseromosele. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel and have a blessed day.